The Story of Dr. Dolittle by Hugh Lofting. Chapter 12. Medicine and Magic. Very, very quietly, making sure that no one should see her, Polynesia then slipped out the back of the tree and flew across to the prison. She found Gub-Gub poking his nose through the bars of the window, trying to sniff the cooking smells that came from the palace kitchen. She told the pig to bring the doctor to the window because she wanted to speak to him. So Gub-Gub went and woke the doctor, who was taking a nap. "Listen," whispered the parrot, when John Dolittle's face appeared. "Prince Bumpo is finding a ship for you, and after that he is coming to let you out. But do not waste any time. As soon as he opens the door, you must all make haste to the seashore." "But why? Won't his father—" "There's no time to explain. Remember, you have to hurry straight to the seashore." Well, Prince Bumpo came to the prison to release the doctor and his animal companions. The prince, taking a bunch of copper keys from his pocket, undid the great double locks, stopping only to say a swift word of thanks. The doctor and all the animals ran as fast as they could down the seashore. When they came back to the beach, they saw Polynesia and Chi-Chi waiting for them on the rocks near the ship. Then the Push-Me-Pull-Me, the white mouse, Gub-Gub, Dab-Dab, Jip, and the owl Toot-Toot went on the ship with the doctor, but Chi-Chi, Polynesia, and the crocodile stayed behind because Africa was their proper home and the land where they were born. And when the doctor stood up on the boat, he looked over the side across the water, and then he remembered that they had no one with them to guide them back to Puddleby. The wide, wide sea looked terribly big and lonesome in the moonlight, and he began to wonder if they would lose their way when they passed out of sight of land. But even while he was wondering, they heard a strange whispering noise high in the air coming through the night, and all the animals stopped saying goodbye and listened. The noise grew louder and bigger. It seemed to be coming nearer to them, a sound like an autumn wind blowing through the leaves upon a poplar tree, or a great, great rain beating down upon a roof. And Jip, with his nose pointing and his tail quite straight, said, "Birds! Millions of them, flying fast! That's it!" And they all looked up, and there, streaming across the face of the moon, like a huge swarm of tiny ants, they could see thousands and thousands of little birds. Soon the whole sky seemed full of them, and still more kept coming, more and more. There were so many that for a little they covered the whole moon so it could not shine, and the sea grew dark and black, like when a storm cloud passes over the sun. And presently all these birds came down close, skimming over the water and the land, and the night sky was left clear above, and the moon shone as before. Still never a call, nor a cry, nor a song they made. No sound but this great rustling of feathers, which grew greater now than ever. When they began to settle on the sands, along the ropes of the ships, anywhere except the trees, the doctor could see that they had blue wings and white breasts, and very short feathered legs. As soon as they had found a quiet place to sit, suddenly there was no noise left anywhere. All was quiet, all was still. And in the silent moonlight, John Dolittle spoke. "I had no idea that we'd been in Africa so long. It will be nearly summer when we get home, for these are the swallows going back. Swallows, I thank you for waiting for us. It is very thoughtful of you. Now we need not be afraid that we will lose our way upon the sea. Pull up the anchor and set the sail." When the ship moved out upon the water, those who stayed behind, Chi-Chi, Polynesia, and the crocodile, grew terribly sad, for never in their lives had they known anyone they liked so well as Dr. John Dolittle of Puddleby on the Marsh. And after they had said their goodbyes to him again and again and again, they still stood there upon the rocks, crying bitterly and waving till the ship was out of sight.